This Python SMS Quick Start will cover both inbound and outbound SMS. Your application makes a post request to Twilio, and Twilio sends a text message. It's that simple. We'll start in the terminal by installing the Twilio library using pip. Then we'll create a send SMS Python file and open it in a text editor. We'll import OS so that we have access to environment variables, and then from twilio.rest we'll import the client object. We need some account credentials, namely the account SID, which looks like this, and the auth token, which looks like this. I have both of these stored in environment variables, so we'll grab them from there instead. So both the Twilio account SID and the Twilio auth token out of environment variables. Next, we'll use those credentials to create a Twilio REST client object, passing in both values. Then we'll use the client to create a message. The to phone number is going to be my phone number. Phone numbers in Twilio look like this, but I have my phone number stored in an environment variable for safekeeping, so we'll use that instead. The from phone number will be the Twilio phone number that we just purchased in the 267 area code. And then the body of the message will say, this is the ship that made the Kessel run in 14 parsecs. Yeah, that one. It's 12. Next, we'll head back over to the terminal and run our send-sms.py file, and a text message will be sent to our phone. Now let's talk about inbound SMS. A user sends a text message to your Twilio phone number. Twilio makes an HTTP request to your app, and your app returns some instructions in the form of something called TWIML. If the TWIML looks like this, then Twilio sends a text message back to the user's phone. Let's write the code to make that happen. In the terminal, we'll use pip to install the Flask web framework, and then we'll create a file called receivesms.py and open that up in a text editor. We'll import the OS framework for environment variables again. We'll import all of Flask for building our application, and then we'll import the message response from twilio.twiml.messaging_response. We'll use that to respond to Twilio's incoming SMS request. We'll create a Flask app and create a /SMS route inside of it. Inside of the reply, we'll create a messaging response, and inside of that response, we'll include a message to send back to the user that says, the robots are coming, head for the hills. Finally, we'll return the string representation of the response. Then we'll run our application, heading back over to the terminal and running python receive_sms.py. This starts a web server on localhost port 5000, but we are going to use ngrok to create an HTTP tunnel to localhost port 5000 so Twilio can reach our server. This gives us a URL that's publicly addressable that we can take back over to the Twilio phone numbers console and paste into the a message comes in webhook. We need to add /SMS to the end of the route, and then we can head to our phone and send a text message back to our Twilio phone number. And we get the response. It really is that simple to send and receive SMS using Twilio.